Welcome to the Joe Shenman Show. Tonight my celebrity guest is Joe Franklin, New York's first TV talk show host. With us tonight, Walt Gollander, Carmine Bassiano, James Petrecca, Yesterday's Treasures, Union, New Jersey, where Joe Franklin, the king of nostalgia, will shop selected memorabilia after a photo op and interview. Afterwards, a celebration dinner in honor of Joe Franklin, hosted by Bill Agnolino of the Reservoir Restaurant, South Orange, New Jersey. Come listen to Joe Franklin share some of his first-hand celebrity experiences in show business.
How about Joey's? The place where he used to hang out. Did Sinatra actually go in there a lot? They closed the place.
Little known that Julie never got paid from Sinatra. Whenever Sinatra would sing somewhere, Julie would have to. The rule was that Julie would have to split the money with the maître d'.
And then Sinatra changed his hangout over to Patsy's.
Well, we went back and forth. You're right, sure. Patsy's a great restaurant.
What about Bill Cosby and Woody Allen?
Bill is the nicest man. You know, a lot of people, they always ask me, do the big stars come back?
Do they? Yes. Well,
you see them when they're going up?
Most of them don't want to come back. You know why? Because I symbolize to them the times when they were broke. If they see me, they...
Well, why did they forget that? You know something?
No, but Bill is one of the few who did come back.
Yeah. Good.
He said that on the Albert show, that they don't want to be reminded of their humble beginnings.
Something along those lines, right?
I think Walter would sympathize. People need the
you never forget the bridges that you crossed over.
But they don't get...
if it weren't for Martin Bloch opening up the door to this very potentially great man, he wouldn't have gone down that hallway to the record library.
I had them once. As long as I had them once, that's another. I don't need any.
What's your favorite song in show business?
Stardust.
Is it really? Mitchell Parish?
Mitchell Parish, right. I love that song.
You said that so quickly, you didn't even hesitate.
Barbra Streisand.
She's the best. She was my singer for 2 whole years.
Well, you know, she has gotten the reputation. You know, her last concert that she had a little upset at the heckler or whatever. I mean, she's such a wonderful singer. But you can't take the New York out of that little girl, right? She's terrific.
It's a toss-up between Barbra Streisand and Judy Garland, who's the greatest girl singer of all time. Judy Garland. It's a toss-up.
Why do you say you felt they were comparable? What, singers comparable?
I would say side by side, yeah.
In what way? Personally or singing?
Singing.
Unreal.
What about Ella Fitzgerald?
Greatest. Sarah Vaughan. Technically, I knew them all.
John Lennon.
John Lennon. He was on my show 3 times.
Clive Baldwin.
Clive Baldwin, the Al Jolson singer. It was fabulous.
Levine and Brown did that Broadway show, Jolson, over at the Paper Mill Playhouse. We were all there, and a certain lady reviewed it and panned it.
No kidding.
She said, if I can just throw this in, she said in her review in the Star Ledger, in fact, Baldwin and his wife and I went down to get the first Ledger when it came off the press. This is a real story. We had been at the Milburn Diner, where the paper mill is, and we went down, and she had killed the show, and she said, nobody wants to hear 17 new songs by Levine and Brown. We want the old Jolson standards. And the point was, Levine and Brown, who I had teamed, their purpose was to write new songs, or else it wouldn't behoove them to present old material.
Who played Jolson?
Clive Baldwin.
Oh, Clive Baldwin.
Clive Baldwin, his wife was his wife, and Jimmy Wisner arranged it, and we were there promoting it, and it died.
Well, Jolson was a great man. He was as much a casualty of the Korean
Where did he fit into your life with Georgie Jessel?
He died a casualty of the conflict in Korea.
What about Jessel? Memories of your friend Georgie Jessel.
Jessel was a great man. He made his money doing eulogies at funerals. He would do
really?
like 6, 7 funerals a day.
He's a Toastmaster, wasn't he?
He would always say the exact same line at funerals. He would say the exact same. He was a young, my dearest friend, dead now. I'm going to miss him. My childhood friend, my boyhood friend, my dear. One day the coffin was a little bit open. He said, "Oh my God, I knew this man." So that's what you call.
He was one of your favorites. In fact,
you would call that hypocrisy institutionalized.
He did a humorous.
Jimmy, he wrote My Mother's Eyes. Did you know that?
Yeah, he's co-writer. He was co-writer of My Mother's Eyes. Joe Valeri, you have hit it. You are so adroit. He is very adroit. Is he not adroit?
What are you drawn to more? The comedians, the music? Where are you? Or the data, the records?
Good question.
Where's your heart?
I go for that certain look. I guess you call that the likability factor.
Okay.
Just
charisma.
It doesn't matter to you whether it's because comedians are a very different avenue than a singer. You know, a singer, they sing their song, it's a presentation. But once you go to a...
That's your lawyer calling. Let me shut him off.
Once you go to a comedian, you really have to listen to them to appreciate them, right? It's a different mode.
Hold on. It's Mr. Obama. No, he is here, sir, but he cannot come to the phone. He's He's solving the financial problems of the world, and he regrets that he's insulted. Obama just called he's insulted. Well, I'm not going to get him on your show.
We have a new president.
Nice save, nice save.
That's like that famous story about Don Rickles, who's in a restaurant with his client, and about 4 tables away is Frank Sinatra. So the client says, you know, Don, if I could ever say hello to Sinatra, it would make my life. So Don says, well, I doubt it, but I'll go find him. So Rickles goes to the back. He says, Frank, there's a man at my table who would give anything in the world to shake your hand. So the man says, so Sinatra says, listen, when I'm leaving, maybe if I can just have a second, I'll walk over and say hello to you. So he says, so Frank finally walks over. He's on the way out, and Don Rickles looks up. He says, listen, Frank, don't bother me. I'm busy right now. So
even those blue eyes, who could refuse those blue eyes? How tantalizing were those eyes, right? Mesmerizing.
And your eyes are tantalizing too. Let me see your eyes.
But
are they hazel or green?
What we're going to do is we have a little award for Joe Franklin, who is the king of nostalgia.
Oh my goodness.
Our first TV talk show host in New York City. On behalf of myself, Yesterday's Treasures, Walt Gollander, James Pacheca, Carmen Basiano.
Is Seth's name mentioned in here?
And Seth is
Seth
the chair.
You're in there, Seth.
Thank you. We appreciate your coming out so much. And,
well, I want to say again about Mr. James Pacheca that people always wonder, is nostalgia important?
Yes.
I would say that about 25% of every dollar spent on entertainment today goes toward what you might call romanticizing the past. People, I mean, the big selling movies are still Gone with the Wind and over the Wizard of Oz and Citizen Kane and Casablanca. And what this man has got here in this store, this is...
Because I can't keep my 7 years of corporate, data. How do you keep this? I appreciate your saying that.
Have you looked around? Show them the Ed Sullivan Show picture. This is the one we held up on your show. This one here, this is the actual one I held up when we had Al Albers on. You're actually touching the picture that was on camera. Remember that?
Yeah, great.
You said Ed Sullivan, really big shoe. That was part of
Ed was a dear friend of mine, as was Walter Winchell.
Cindy Adams.
Cindy Adams is the best, right?
And James, you handpicked certain photos that you know were specialties of Joe's, right? Did you not?
Yeah,
the music.
I put up a couple old playbills and an autographed picture of Frank in 1943.
Beautiful.
How young he is.
When I met Paul Simon,
I'm going to make some donations to your collection too.
Actually, the guy that told Frankie Valli that day that the manager of the bowling alley, he says, I'm sorry, if you want more Jerry Vale type music, you guys are a little too loud, we want to go for our lounge act for something more quiet. He came in here one day and he says, I think you should have this. This was the shirt that I was actually wearing, the bowling alley shirt that I have hanging from the ceiling, that I was actually wearing the day that I told Frankie. It's hanging from that I told Frankie that you guys can't get the job. Because the owner of the nightclub told the manager to do the dirty work, tell them we don't need them. And he goes, I always save that shirt because this band went on to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and they're still going, and look at the Broadway play. Because I think it should be here with all your other Four Seasons.
What shirt was it again?
Yeah, it's right there.
The shirt.
When he fired him, he
in other words, you know, like when you go to a bowling alley, you have a bowling shirt, different colors bowling alleys. That says the Four Seasons Bowling Lane, New Jersey.
He fired them, right? Because he said,
was the one that told me, we don't need you.
We want lounge music. They want lounge.
Who fired them?
The guy's name was Joe McGregor, the manager
from
the Four Seasons Bowling Alley.
They want his
we had his shirt from 1961 in his closet. He says, I think it should be here.
But they left that being fired, and then when they looked up at the sign, they said, let's change our name.
But they were not suitable to be booked there, everybody, because of the fact Valley with the high falsetto was too shrill. It was a geschrei, as we say in Yiddish. And they wanted that soft lounge music, you know, Stardust.
Well, we all make little mistakes, right?
No, but the point is they were what they were. It's the wrong peg in the right hole, the wrong hole.
But it's funny, it's in this town, Union.
And this is the town.
So this is like a Four Seasons museum, and there isn't any in the country. So
it's the only one in North America.
They have a bus tour that tours every season, Four seasons of the year, and they come here. They go to They go to Frankie Valli's site where he was born. They go to the first place he stepped up and went on. First place he went up on stage to sing as a
all the historic sites, like every spot Joe Franklin had been to, you know, within reason, was visited. The clubs, the hangouts, the stores where they shopped. It's like visiting all of the sites in your life that were significant.
How many Al Alberts members are around alive still?
for
Well,
Ace.
we're not in touch that much because Al Alberts, of course, as you know, is 86 years old, and
Yeah.
most of the people besides myself have gone on to take care of their grandchildren. But and he's beyond the singing